Democrat policies, they don't work.
Are former Democrats. Many of them are currently registered as Democrats. Some of them just voted Democrat before. And everybody behind me is waking up to the fact that the Democrat policies don't work. They don't work for our country. They're devastating. They're devastating the lives of all Arizonans. And so I am honored to have this incredible group. I wish I could have each and every one of them come up and speak, but I want to introduce a couple of folks right now. Vanessa and Gustavo Ayala, please join me. Vanessa? Come on up, guys. Thank you so much.
They're not famous people? They're just regular people like us?
This is Vanessa and Gustavo and their daughter, Natalia. And I just found out, this doesn't matter, you're registered Democrats. But you're not going to vote that way anymore, it sounds like. No.
I never even voted before.
And I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you why they're not going to vote that way. Because their son was killed by fentanyl poisoning. Their son was killed by fentanyl poisoning. He's one of hundreds of thousands across this country, Arizona, and all 50 states. Sadly, the fentanyl is coming through Arizona. And their son was taken from them. They don't get him back. They don't get to see what kind of a life he was going to lead. And they're left with a hole in their heart that will stay there for the rest of their lives. And the Democrats in Washington, D.C. aren't doing anything except enabling the cartels to continue to pour this deadly weapon of mass destruction across our border to take more lives. So I'd love if you, I don't know, Vanessa or Gustavo, or both of you want to tell us more about your son and where you are when it comes to the importance of this next election.
Hi there. So my name's Vanessa Ayala. I'm a wife and mother in a family of 7. My husband, Gus, and our children, Natalia, Nathaniel, Noah, Giancarlo, and Sophia. 6 of us living and 1 unalived on March 17th, 2024, when our son took his last breath. Our lives were irrevocably altered when our middle child, Noah Giovanni, passed away at the young age of 17. He tragically lost his life ingesting a pill that was offered and sold to him by a friend. Noah was vibrant in our home. He was an athletic, and he had the brightest personality. He played flag football on a team that my husband coached since he was 7 years old. He ran track, excelled in AP classes, participated in the biotech program at his high school. Noah aspired to be a scientist or professor, driven by his passion for science and his ambitious dreams. These last 4 months have been excruciating for our family. We deeply miss his laughter, his jokes, his arm wrestling challenges, and his radiant smile. Despite our efforts to educate our children about the dangers of the synthetic opioids, this tragedy still befell upon our family and can very well affect yours. We are facing a critical issue in our country, particularly Arizona, which is making national headlines, and not for the right reasons. Our state is a significant entry point for trafficked illegal opioids, and urgent action needs to happen. We must elect leaders committed to implementing stricter laws and addressing this epidemic before more lives are lost. This is not just affecting teens, it's affecting toddlers and adults. It's affecting every age group. In my last conversation with Noah about his future, he expressed his unique potential, saying, "I am different, Mom. You just wait and see. I am different." Today I stand here advocating for change in Noah's memory and for all those families affected by this crisis. I urge you to support politicians dedicating and making a real difference. I appreciate Kari Lake and her team for their commitment to being part of this much-needed change. It's too late to save my son, but together we can fight to save yours. Thank you.
Gaslighting. This is real. That border does not need to be open like this. crazy.
There's so many stories just like that. There's a lot of stories like Noah's out there. Way too many. And this has been out of control since Biden and Kamala Harris took office. President Trump, the numbers were going down. He was serious about making sure our border was secure, serious about coming down on the cartels. He was actively working with China, who provides the ingredients for this deadly drug, to stop it from coming even over to North America for the cartels to get their hand on and make into these counterfeit pills. We've got to get back to that. It's imperative that we educate people, educate a young generation about the dangers of fentanyl, and educate people about what Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have done. They have put the priority on helping the cartels make money by trafficking drugs into our country. And they are responsible, in my opinion, for hundreds of thousands of deaths because of their terrible policies of young people, a young generation that we don't get back. So I want you all to think about Noah and think about the other young people that we've lost. I know many, if you ask a room full of people in Arizona if they've been affected by the loss of somebody from a fentanyl poisoning, or they know somebody who has, almost every hand will come up. Think about that. Think about these incredible people we're losing. I'd like to introduce one more person, maybe two more, but I'm going to introduce Jade Gillum right now. Jade, come on up. Hi. Jade is an incredible young lady, and she wants to talk about her kind of eye-opening experience of waking up to some of the lies of the Democrat Party. So thank you for being here, Jade.
Thank you.
Tell me.
I'm flattered that you'd call me young at 44. Thank you.
44.
Like Miss Kari said, my name is Jade. I am a former Democrat. Unlike Kamala Harris, I'm an actual real-life black woman.
She said it. Let's get it out the way, bro. Let's get it out the way.
And I'm a former Democrat who is currently registered Republican. I stand here before you today because I'm tired. I'm tired of the Democrats using the generational trauma of my people to garner votes. They invoke fear. They tell me I'm oppressed. They tell me I'm less than. They tell me I'm not good enough. And they tell me that my white brothers and sisters in Christ are my enemy. No. They are not.
Nope. I'm watching.
As a follower of Jesus Christ, Ephesians 5:11 tells me I must expose the works of the enemy. Amen. And the enemy is telling me that don't worry that I can't pay my bills, that I'm working 6 days a week this week and I'm tired. And I went to school and I have a career. I'm doing worse under this administration than in Donald Trump's administration, but I'm told to be afraid of a man who made my life better? How does that work? Make it make sense. During COVID, I knew more of my white guy friends that lost their jobs than me and my black girlfriends. We are the same in this country. All these Americans want the same thing. We want safety. We want prosperity. We want peace. And the Democrats keep going back and look, check it out, right? I honor my ancestors and the people who fought for us to be in this room here today. No one is discounting what my people went through. But honor them by getting past it and invoking forgiveness in this culture. I'm so tired of being told I need to be afraid. I'm so tired that I need to be told all the time that I have to vote for the Democrats who have done nothing positive for my life. At all. My life is totally worse than it was during the Trump administration. Yet I kept having, you must vote for the Democrats. We're told this as black people since we were a child. Let's honor our ancestors by doing better and honor them, because they're rolling over in their graves hearing the fact that Kamala Harris is having Megan Thee Stallion twerk and showing our bodies as these like just vessels of lust. That's not cool. These women out here are being told that Donald Trump is like their enemy when really Kamala Harris opening up the border, look what happened to Laken Riley. She's a woman. She was a woman just like I am. No woman, black or white, wants that to happen to her. All of these people whose kids are dying, the black moms, the white moms, they all cry the same color tears. So let's move past this. Let's vote for Donald Trump so we can all be prosperous again. Let's get out of this fear, this rage, and this anger, because it comes from the devil. So hear me, black folks. Hear me, white folks. We are so much more alike than we are different. We need to forgive each other. We need to help each other. And I don't owe the Democrats anything. They owe me. They're to serve us. They're public servants. Stop putting them on a pedestal. Make them work for us.
We need more of that. I don't, no disrespect, okay? No disrespect to the famous and the billionaires out there, you know what I mean? You guys are all cool, all right? But I want to hear from people that are like me. Just like me, okay? That's what I